Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in the world. My name is Hugh Morris, Senior Research Partner at Zien, and it's my absolute pleasure to present and chair today's webinar on financial centers of the world, how, why Seoul, and how to start with Invest Seoul. And we are very pleased and proud to have Mr. Gu, Commissioner of Invest Seoul, to share his remarks with us. Please do send in questions for Mr. Gu, which I will relate to him when he has finished his remarks. So, as you know, we will essentially get me out of the way as fast as possible because it is Mr. Gu we're here to hear. And I just want to start by showing that the agenda is from my introduction to the keynote presentation for some 25 minutes or so, and then question and answer after that. For those of you who are regular attenders to FS Club events, you will know this is our standard format. And of course, I would not be able to share this webinar with you were it not for our sponsors. But first, on to Mr. Gu. Mr. Gu is the Commissioner of Invest Seoul from 2022 onwards, and he has over 20 years in his previous career in the banking industry. He's a very enthusiastic advocate of Seoul becoming an even more leading hub of global business, innovation, and talent. Most recently, Mr. Gu has been leading work for the Woori Bank career. He served there as an investment banking manager and derivatives trader in London and Seoul. And before that, from 2011 to 2015, he led the global business department where he handled both HR issues and budget management. He also contributed to the company by launching banking products for global wealth management clients. His work took him to the Woori Bank Europe GmbH in 2016, where he mainly focused on corporate banking business. He's now safely back in Seoul and leading the charge in Invest Seoul to attract inward investment into that vibrant city. And as I was saying a moment ago, we would not be able to bring these sessions to you if it were not for the generosity of our sponsors, including the Seoul Metropolitan Government. And we thank the sponsors very, very much indeed for their contribution that enables us to deliver the session today and similar sessions to it. Now, without further ado, let me hand over to Mr. Gu and say what a privilege it is to have you with us, sir.
Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Bonhi Gu. I'm a Commissioner of Invest Seoul. First of all, I'd like to express my sincere gratitude for inviting me to GUN webinar again this year. Today, I'd like to talk about the innovative Seoul's effort and the various types of supporting programs and the general overview of Seoul, and also the roles of Invest Seoul. So now I'm start with the macro figures. During the last 50 years, Korea has achieved rapid economic growth. So at the year of the 1980s, our GDP ranking was the 28th, but 2 years ago, we had ranked at the 13th position. And according to the Bonhi Foundation, Bonhi Foundation is the well-known institution for analyzing global city competitiveness. So they had released the 2 years ago the Global Power City Index. Luckily, Seoul has been ranked at the 6th position, more than be encircled into the top 5 position, but we have to more efforts is needed. And the Seoul Metropolitan Government has had a long journey to become Asia's financial hub. So in the year of 2007, we had a set up financial hub strategy. And 2 years later, our central government has designated Seoul as a financial center. And the year of 2021, we had declared we will be a global top 5 financial hub within 2030. So left side of slide, you can see the GFCI ranking. So in the year of 2007, Seoul has been ranked as 43rd position. But last year, we were ranked as a 10th position. That is achieved by our several strengths. we had the qualified global talents pools, and also you have good global brand power. It was the seventh, and we have world best ICT infrastructures. Also, we already know we need more effort to eliminate excessive regulations, and we have to focus on creating a financial cluster development. So I had briefed the previous position, but what if when it comes to the future growth? So Seoul is the highest potential city among the world. So that is driven by the compelling consumer market of 10 million people. In Seoul, currently we have a 10 million population live. And just outskirts of the Seoul metropolitan area, another 15 million people is working together. So in total, 25 million populations are living and spending for the purchasing any products or items. And the second thing is Seoul is gateway to the Northeast Asia. We are located in the center of Northeast Asia, with more than a quarter of the world's population residing in this region. And the third thing, I think this third one is the most important. So we have high educational standards and advanced talents. So later this page, I will tell you more in detail regarding the talents. So we have more efforts to attract global talent. So currently in Seoul, there's 54 universities and colleges. It means that every year, 130,000 students graduate and come to the market. And around 10 years ago, only 86,000 foreign international students are studying in Seoul. But nowadays, the number of foreign students increased to the 180,000. And also Seoul Metropolitan Government is making effort to make an English-friendly city and expansion of the international schools and the strengthening foreign resident infrastructure. This slide shows the innovative, famous industrial clusters. So DMC is that is abbreviation of Digital Media City. DMC is located northwestern part of the Seoul. This cluster is home to over 500 media and content companies that range from public broadcasters to small studios. So particularly, there has been active investment in the VFX industry. So 2 years ago, Netflix has announced to invest $100 million into this area to set up the special effect studio. The Magog is famous for the R&D. This is a region densely populated with research facilities of major corporations like LG, Toray. Over 1,200 companies employ more than 100,000 individuals in this area. It houses research facilities of domestic companies, also the global companies like Dow Chemical. And in the center of the Seoul, I'm sorry, I slid too quickly. In the center of the Seoul, there's a finance cluster, Yeouido. Yeouido is famous for the financial industry. Currently, in Korea, around 1,000 financial institutions has running their business. Among those, 1/3 of financial institutions located inside of the Yeouido area. And the Invest Seoul also operate the Seoul Financial Hub in this area to facilitate the activation of the financial industry and provide global financial center functions. And the Hongdong area is famous for the bio industry. That is a cluster, the combination of the universities, hospitals, and the research institute. It boasts around more than 5,200 research personnel with doctorate degrees, and this cluster is home to approximately 200 bio companies. So you can see the Yongsan International Business District. Nowadays, Seoul has launched a new project to become a top 5 global city. The Yongsan International Business District is a project underway by the city Seoul Metropolitan Government with an area of 500,000 square meters. This district is divided into 4 zones: more international business zone, business complex zone, business sports zone, and mixed culture zones. So in the international business zones, there's a prime class offices, vice facilities, hotels, and the metropolitan transit center will be centered in this area. And the business complex zone will house the new industrial workspaces, such as those for the AI industry. And the business sport zone will include residential, educational, and cultural sport facilities. Additionally, the introduction of SkyTrail connecting a landmark skyscraper of approximately 100 stories with high-rise buildings will make this a compelling location, not just for the tenants, but for everyone. So Yongsan International Business District is located in the center of the Seoul, so it's very easy to connect any transportations, and it's very easy to connect to the Han River. Lastly, this project plans to utilize 100% of the site area for green space, including surface parks, as well as area circulating and the linear greeneries, and to operate as carbon neutral zone. This urban project covering approximately I had mentioned the 500,000 square meters is unprecedented globally. About half of this area will consist of 4 mixed-use sites, while the remaining half will be transformed into green spaces, parks, and roads as part of the city's infrastructure. This project is set to begin construction of its infrastructure in the second half of this year, and the plans to start the occupancy in the early 2030. This is a graph for the foreign direct investment. So the top of this slide, you can see the global foreign direct investment is quite stagnant. Right at the world FDI, but Korea is increased. The last 2 years ago, we had recorded $32.7 billion of FDI, and Seoul is consists of 14.7 billion. So according to our statistics, last 5 years in average, Seoul has 45% of the Korea total. Compared with the GDP portion, Seoul has only 23% of GDP, but the foreign direct investment amount is quite more than the GDP ratios. Now I am telling you about the role of Invest Seoul. So Invest Seoul has been established almost 3 years ago. We would be our organization as a dedicated partner for foreign investment and the global business growth through every stage. We communicate every day. We communicate with global companies and any entrepreneurs who have some interest to participate or expand or start their business inside of Seoul. We support the entire process of global companies from entering and settling in Seoul. So also we give full range of information regarding the innovative industrial clusters. Also, Asian headquarters, R&D centers, unicorn companies are fully welcomed, and we will deliver the full range of service for those companies. Also, we have communication with the global investors. Currently, we have almost 600 global investors, ranging from the venture capital, private equity, or government response, or the public institutions. If anyone, any company, or any investors have interest to find some opportunity to make investment into Korean or the Seoul promising companies, we keep the full information regarding the promising Seoul companies. The third thing is the creating a compelling investment environment. We create a city, our Seoul city, that is more convenient for the business, more convenient city for the living. So we want to make a better city for the global investors and entrepreneurs and businessmen. Also, we make some ombudsman activities to solve any difficulties. Once I had mentioned regarding the global companies who have some interest to participate in the Korean or the Seoul industrial ecosystem. Once that company has some communication is initiated, our dedicated project manager then takes the lead in understanding the status of these companies' entry into Seoul. We also actively travel abroad to promote what is going on inside of Seoul industrial ecosystem. Last year we had some tours to the Singapore and Hong Kong. Also 2 years ago we had been to the London, New York. So many global companies who have some interest to know about what is going on when it comes to the business environment, we can deliver the more up-to-date information to those companies. Also, the company says established inside of Seoul. We offer support for the subsequent investment, hold meetings to address any difficulties they face, and facilitate networking among companies to connect them with their potential partners. I have mentioned regarding when I talk about the global investors' interest to find the good opportunity to make investment into promising Seoul companies. We have a pool of promising Seoul companies. So that is we call as a core 100. So every year we have select 100 promising Seoul companies from the range of the Series A, B, C, or the pre-IPO stages. So currently we have 320 promising Seoul companies. The range from the industry wisely, the AI, fintech, beauty, contents, all those industries included. So we have the up-to-date information regarding those companies, and if any needs from the global investors approached us, we give the up-to-date information, and also we make some arrangement with the one-on-one meeting the entrepreneurs of these companies. Also, we host domestic and overseas IR corporations operations. So core 100 companies being encouraged to participate this kind of event to have chance to communication with the global investors. And I want to tell you about the Seoul industry report. So before our presents, there's no specific specialized report regarding Seoul business or Seoul industry. So most papers or report from the security companies or research institute is covers the nationwide size. But we had a study on the Seoul economy and the Seoul industry. So a couple of years ago, we had published the AI report on Seoul and the robots, bio, fintech, smart mobility, and the 2023 and the last year we had published beauty and fashion, content, big data, AR, and the VR reports. So if you have some interest to find out this kind of industry, please tell us. We can send the soft copy of this report to you. And also we host investment trend seminar currently in Seoul, AI, fintech, biomedics, the content, beauty and fashion, the quantum. Those industries are our core business. So we have a collaboration with the industry-specific organizations to give information to the global investors or the global companies where they have narrow knowledge of the source economy and the source industry. So every year we hosted this kind of trend seminar 5 or 6 times. So also this year we will have a couple of more seminars. This slide shows the financial and the non-financial support, which is provided by the Invest Seoul and the Seoul Metropolitan Government. So usually the investment consists of 2 main stages. The first stage is when the foreign investment is initially made, and the second stage is for subsequent large-scale investment. So this slide shows the first stage of investment. So for the first stage of investment, we have the market entry stage support, and the incorporation investment stage, we give some supporting program, so we call the all-in-one package. So in case of any cost, like the tax or labor or consulting issues, so we give some part of the some cost. And also even though the settlement has been successfully accomplished, there may be the more challenges coming. So we have communication with those companies, and we provide the aftercare service. This slide shows the second stage of the subsequent large-scale investment incentives. So Seoul Metropolitan Government is giving an employment subsidy and the education and the training subsidy to the companies with a maximum of 200 million Korean won. And we also give the rental subsidy. The rental subsidy is 75% of total cost, and within 10 years. And also, if the investment amount is quite large, so it can be the chances of the cash grant. So if any large scale investment is made, so the companies can apply for the cash grant. Usually the ratio is around the 15 to 25% of reversal. So also any companies, so we give the tax exemption. So these companies located in designated foreign investment zones can receive the exemption from the local tax, such as property tax and acquisition tax. So 100% for the 10 years, and another 5 years, we can give the reduced amount of 50% of tax. So this is the end of my presentation. And if you have a further question, or if you want to have some more detailed information, please pay a visit to our webpage or to send email to the bottom of this slide. It shows the email address. Thank you very much.
Mr. Gu, thank you very much indeed for such an excellent exposition on the benefits and advantages of Seoul. We do have questions. We have a very active audience here. And the first question is rather a perceptive question, I think, from Ian Sheridan, and I'm sure you're expecting it. So Ian says, I've always been helped in Seoul by civil servants supporting international investment. It's also a safe and welcoming city. No doubt the recent events surrounding President Yoon will be resolved, but a logical risk question for many investors is what steps is South Korea taking to avoid this type of issue happening again?
Well, it's quite tough to answer, but yeah, also, frankly speaking, this is unprecedented case has been happened. So the December 3rd, so it was happened, and luckily this kind of happening has been ceased to just only 6 hours. So during the last month, so we had many conversations with the foreign invested company owners and entrepreneurs and businessmen. So what is their concerns regarding this kind of political turmoils? But the political procedure and the process is done by the court. So I think everything is in due course. And when it comes to the economy, so I had to check the statistics of the last month's export and import figures. So the export and import figures has been increased. For the export, the amount of last month, the 61.4 billion US dollars. It is 6.6% of increase. So I think the just the economy itself, there's no any big changes. So every companies and every entrepreneurs and business are doing their business as normal, but the political matter is just set aside somewhere. Actually, I mentioned that is the process of the court. So I think that we have to differentiate the politics and the economy. Yeah, that is my answer.
So it would be fair to say that politics is in one sphere, but business as usual continues.
Yes, right.
Another question, if I may. Clearly, there are many advantages to Seoul as an international financial center. What would you single out as the most significant competitive advantage of Seoul?
Actually, the Seoul is mega city with many financial institutions. I mentioned the one sort of Korean financial institutions located in Seoul. It means that any foreign financial companies want to dive into the Korean market, it's very easy to make some connection with the local Korean financial institutions. It's very easy to find out the business partners. And also, second thing is, I mentioned that in Seoul, currently we have the 10 million populations live here inside of Seoul, and another just outside of the Seoul, there's another 15 millions living together. So it means in total 25 millions are using the mobile apps, or the banking instrument, the banking products. So any the financial companies or the institutions who have some interest to have some connection or the business relationships with Korea is a great chance to know about the 25 millions of financial consumers. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Audience, do keep your questions coming. We have some great questions here. So the next one is from Jonathan Brill. And he asks, could upskilling young adults in financial literacy at scale form part of your growth strategies as a leading international financial center?
Yeah, the first thing is English speaking. So Seoul Metropolitan Government is focusing on to transforming Seoul as English-friendly city. And among these agenda, we have some young students to make them level of English when it comes to the finance area. So there's in the finance area, there's a specific terms and knowledge is needed. So we have to educate them to know about the what is the finance and what is the banking product or the any types of the product. So that is the one thing we are more focusing on. The second thing is the infrastructure. So even the this kind of industry is upgraded, we need more infrastructure is really developed. So one of these agenda or the purpose to achieve this purpose, we Invest Seoul is operating Seoul Financial Hub in Yeouido area. So if any foreign financial companies to start inside of the Seoul, that hub is good place for the interim office. Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's clear that there's a number of rising stars in Asia as international financial centers competing with Seoul. What's your strategy for differentiating Seoul and therefore obtaining competitive advantage?
Well, so currently we have many competitors, strong competitors like the Hong Kong and the Singapore. Also, the London is the one of the best city for the financial area. But the Seoul, so we want nurture and the first the startups, the fintech startups. So we want to make more founders in the area of the fintech area. So that's why the Seoul Metropolitan Government is operating two supporting facilities. One is a fintech lab, and the other one is a second fintech lab. In this lab, we have some many programs to provide the communication of the fintech among the fintech companies, fintech entrepreneurs, founders. So by doing this, we believe that the financial industry or the environmental ecosystem of this Seoul is quite upgraded, I think.
Thank you so much. We have a question from one of our stalwart FS Club supporters, Dan Feeney. And Dan asks, specifically, how does Seoul's FDI team define AI for inward opportunities to the Korean society and economy?
Can you say that again?
The question is, how does the Seoul's FDI team define artificial intelligence, AI?
Yeah.
What definition do you use that would say something fulfills the criterion of being AI?
Where compared to the level of AI industry in the United States or Israel, Seoul and Korea is quite low than our strong competitors. But we had set up the AI hub, southern part of the Seoul. That is the base camp of the AI industry. So we want to host many global AI startups into these clusters. Also, we have some communication with universities and the research institute to participate level up of this AI hub. So I think by doing this, Seoul's AI industry level is quite upgraded.
Thank you so much. Perhaps a related question. What are the characteristics of businesses that you would most like to attract to investors in Seoul?
Actually, the Seoul Metropolitan Government is a regional government, so we have to more focusing on the uh, labor issues. So if any company who have some intention to hire more personnel, it's very good for the our economy, Seoul economy. So that is the one point, and also the second point is this kind of company or the industry is quite bigger impact on the related parts or the related industry, where they have some big impact on that. So that is the second question we are giving to the person who have some contact to us.
Thank you so much. I think we've time for one more question.
Yeah.
And perhaps looking forward, Mr. Gu, what do you see as the likely most significant development in Seoul as an international financial center over, say, the next 5 years?
So within next 5 years, we want upgrade our financial cluster Yeouido area as a designated national specialized zones. We want to have, but we are expected to receive the answer from the central government, and also in the Yongsan International Business District. We want to host more global financial institutions in this area. So after that, I think Seoul is quite better financial center among the world than the people.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gu. And everyone, I hope you have enjoyed this exposition of the benefits and advantages of direct inward investment into Seoul. And it now just falls for me to give my thanks. First, of course, my thanks to the sponsors, including Seoul Metropolitan Government, without whom we could not run this series of webinars. Second, my thanks to the audience, wherever you are in the world, in the morning, afternoon, evening. And last, and of course, most profoundly, my thanks to Mr. Gu for an outstanding presentation. And I also commend to anybody who is interested the forthcoming events in the FS Club. On the 21st of January, we have the Psychology of Worry, or How to Stop Worrying and Love the Future, which I also have the privilege to chair. On Thursday, the 30th of January, for those who are in London, there is a tour of the historic pubs of the City of London. That seems unmissable. And on the 6th of February, we have Financial Centres of the World with focus on Ho Chi Minh City. So once again, my thanks to all, and I wish you an outstanding day or evening, wherever you may be, and thank you so much for attending.